Okay, so you are also welcome back. Now we are dealing with conversion from any other base to base 10. Conversion from any other base to base 10. That is, you can convert any number. You can convert 2 to base 10. You know, before, this is the opposite of the one in the previous video. The previous one is conversion from base 10 to any other base. Why this one is conversion from any other base to base 10. So this one is like the opposite of the previous one. So how do we handle this kind of question now? Now, if you remember this question, we were given in the previous video, I want to convert it back. You know that one is from base 10 to base 2. Now, it is now in base 2. I want to convert it back to base 10. How do we do that? Listen, write the number out. 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. And I call this, in order to solve this question, I'm going to use two different methods. I call this one power successive method. Power expansion method. Sorry. Power expansion method. So we want to convert this base 2 to base 10. How do we do it? The first thing you need to do is to count from your right hand side to your left hand side. 0 and start from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see the way I do my own counting? Start from your right hand side. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And don't forget this is in base 2. That's the first thing you need to do. Then the next thing is you multiply this number 1 multiplied by 2. 1 times 2 raised to power 4. This 4. 1 multiplied by 2 raised to power 4. Then you plus 6. The 0. You also say 0 times 2 raised to power 3. But because this one is 0, anything you multiply 0 with will still give you 0. So we don't need to stress ourselves. Just ignore it. You understand? Because at the end of the day, it's still going to give us 0. Okay, even 0 times 2 raised to power 3. 2 raised to power 3 is 8. 8 times 0 is still going to give us 0. So let's just exclude this totally. Now, this one, the same thing. Then we move to 1. 1 times 2 raised to power 1 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 1. 1 times 2 raised to power 0. Can you see? So we now say 1 times 2 raised to power 4 is what? 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. So definitely 2 raised to power 4 is 16 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 1 is 2 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 0 is 1. Are you getting it? Then you now say 1 times 16 is 16 plus 1 times 2 is 2 plus 1 times 1 is 1. So 16 plus 2 is 8. Is 18. Why 18 plus 1 is 19 in base 10. 19 in base 10. So definitely 1 0 0 1 1 in base 2 equals to 19 in base 10. If you watch the previous video, you will realize that we convert 19 in base 10 to base 2. So go and watch how we also convert in base 10 to any other base, and from any other base to base 10. So let me show you how you can also, another method in which you can also use to solve this particular question. You can also say, if you don't want to do it that way, I call this one successive multiplication method. Successive multiplication method. And how do we go about doing that? All you just need to do is 1 multiplied by 2 1 multiplied by 2 plus 0. 1 multiplied by 2 plus 0. What does it give you? It gives you 1 times 2 is 2. 2 plus 0, that is 2. Right? Now, say again that 2 multiplied by 2 plus 0. Again, these 2 multiplied by the base plus the next 0. You know we have used the first 0, so we are making use of the next 0 now. Let me start from the beginning again. 1 multiplied by the base, which is 2. 1 multiplied by 2 plus 0. That's what gives us 2. Now these 2 multiplied by the base, 2 times 2 plus the next 0, and that will give us 2 plus 2, 4. 4 plus 0 is still 4. Abi? So you say again that 4 multiplied by 2, which is the base, plus the next value, which is 1. 4 times 2 is 8, while 8 plus 1 is 9. So you can also say 9 multiplied by 2 again, 9 times 2, plus the last value, which is 1. 9 times 2 is 18, 18 plus 1 is 19. So 19 is the last one. So that means 1, 0, 0, 1, 1 in base 2 equals to 19 in base 10. So whichever method you think it is easier for you, you can choose to use. You are still going to arrive at the same answer. Thank you. See you in the next video.